Hello everyone, needless to say, Fred here back with a look at this week's mail, which I got a few things, but not a whole lot this week, and next week should be more of the same, should be hopefully more of the same going forward. And a couple of decks, first of all, the first one is the new Bicycle Snake from Bicycle Playing Cards, celebrating the year of the snake in the Chinese Zodiac. Pretty nice. It is basically a new version of the Bicycle Dragon decks, except with snakes. I don't know if we'll see multiple colors of this as well. Time will tell. I guess it depends how good the sales are and what the plan is. Now, I got this on Amazon for two reasons. One, USPCC, at least last I checked, was not offering shipping to Canada, probably because of the strike. But also, two, they charge a lot for shipping on the website, so Amazon it is. Now, I did also order the anniversary deck that they released, but for some reason they didn't ship that at the same time. Still hasn't shipped yet, but should be coming in the next couple of weeks. Then I got one from Fear 11, the new Batman 85th Anniversary Edition, which I guess was released around Christmas time, but it was like a pre-order, so it finally just showed up. Pretty nice. And then speaking of Amazon, I got another one on there, which I decided to drop, which is a tarot deck, the Ghostbusters tarot deck with a guidebook. It's pretty cool. It's from a company called Insight Editions. Unfortunately, the quality leaves a little bit to be desired in terms of the cards. I guess they spent the budget on UV ink on the box. There's actually, this company has tarot decks related to lots of different things. Like they got a Back to the Future one coming soon. They have a House of the Dragon one. They got all sorts. So in a way, I kind of regret getting this, but there is a review on the channel right now for members, and reviews of the other ones are there or will be coming. Let's move on to games. I got one here that I got on a pledge manager of some sort. This was previously a Kickstarter game a couple of years ago. I think it came out in 2021 or something like that. It is Snapshot, Wildlife Photographer, a little card and dice game where you're trying to take pictures of different animals and set collecting for points. It comes with a expansion, the Raccoon expansion, which is just an additional card. But speaking of which, I also got the Flora expansion for like $5 or something like that, which adds solo mode, 5th player, and plant photos, which are used for the 5th player game. It's pretty cool, and it fits inside the other box nicely. Finally, I got some games here that I got on Board Game Bliss. The first one is from Amigo. It's called Druids, which is a trick-taking game. It's the same family as Wizards, kind of maybe a sequel. It's not in English, unfortunately, so I'm gonna have to source the rules. I have the rules I got elsewhere. Speaking of not English with rules I had to get elsewhere, is Moo or Mew, however you pronounce it, and Mare, aka Moo and More. It's a trick-taking Moo, but it also is a deck of cards that lets you play 4 or 5 different trick-taking games from Frank and Nestor and Doris and Matt House, who have designed a number of other games. This was actually a new version, came out this year, 2024, this past year, from Heidelberg. So it's pretty cool. It's just a deck that has 5 different numbered suits, and there's some tokens. Then I got a couple small games. These are actually from a Portuguese game company called amigo.games, I believe it's pronounced. The first one is Hasp. It's a little trick-taking game. Pretty simple trick-taking game, must follow. There is predictions, and you're playing in general, a 4-player game as partners. But you can't play 2 to 4 players. And the other one, also from amigo, is called Zura. It's in the same universe, if you will. It's the same type of characters. And this is kind of a set collection game where you are children trying to search for different things. And it's pretty cool. Basically, each player is going to have cards representing one of 3 different areas. There's the mountains, there's the forest, and there is the caves. And you put down some of these cards from your hand. The more you put down, the more searching you can do. And on the table, you're going to have 8 different cards face down. that you can search. If it matches the same location that you played, you get to collect them. And then they give you special abilities. So it's a nice little game. Unfortunately, the rules are so thick that they make the box a little bit weird. Same with this one. Because they have rules in various languages and they didn't make enough room in the box for them. Finally, I got a game here. These all I got on Board Game Bliss. This one is a pre-order that I pre-ordered a while back from Captain.games, designed by Usama Khilafati. It's called Duck and Cover. It's a cool little game where players are going to have this 3x4 grid, and somebody's going to be flipping numbered cards. When that number gets flipped, you either have to move it onto an adjacent card or put it into an empty spot. And you want to try to get down to just one pile of cards. If you do that, you get positive or you get negative points. If you don't, you get positive points. And you want to try to have the lowest score possible at the end of 3 rounds to win. It's a nice, simple little game. I like it. And cute artwork too. Quack, quack. Anyway, that is it for this week. I know, you're probably wondering where's the rest of it. That's it. There was supposed to be one more deck that I wanted to pick up from the post office. Unfortunately, I wasn't feeling the best, so I'll do that next week. Stay tuned. Comment, like, subscribe, let me know what you think. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.